Hi, it's us again. I am now wondering about animals that live in Michigan's wetlands. Do you know any?
Oh yes. The beaver lives in the wetland.
Do you know any facts about the beaver?
I know a few. For example, I know that the beaver is North America's largest rodent and is the third largest rodent in the world.
Do you know why beavers are a keystone species in the ecosystem?
What is a keystone species?
A keystone species is a species that has a very large effect on its environment.
Ooh, that's a toughie. Let's ask Miss Noon's super smart class.
Well, that's great. Let's look at the facts again. The beaver works as a keystone species in the ecosystem by creating the wetlands needed by many species for their survival. In fact, nearly half the endangered and threatened species rely on wetlands for their survival. Beaver wetlands also remove pollutants from waterways. Do you know how does the beaver create a wetland?
I do not know. Let's ask Miss Noon's super smart class.
Well, that's great. Let's look at the facts again. Beavers are known for their natural trait of building dams on rivers and streams, and building their homes in the resulting pond. The dams provide still deep water to protect against predators, and to float food and building material. Do you know how they build these constructions?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Let's ask Miss Noon's super smart class.
Well, that's great. Let's look at the facts again. First, they use their powerful front teeth to cut down large mature trees in strategic locations, to form the basis of a dam. After they place the vertical poles, they fill between the poles with a crisscross of horizontally placed branches. They fill in the gaps between the branches with weeds and mud until the dam impounds sufficient water to surround the lodge. Do you know how big the biggest beaver dam in the world is?
I don't. Let's ask Miss Noon's super amazing class.
That's great. Let's look at the facts again. The biggest one in the world spans about 2,800 feet. It is so large it is visible from space. Do you know how much building material a beaver can carry a day?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Let's ask Miss Noon's super smart class.
Well, that's great. Let's look at the facts again. A single beaver can move 10 times its body weight per day. Almost 500 pounds. You know, they can gnaw through a 3-foot thick tree in just a matter of hours. Do you know what is a beaver home called?
I don't. Let's ask Miss Noon's super smart class.
Well, that's great. Let's look at the facts again. A beaver's home is called a lodge. Do you know where the entrance to the lodge is?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Let's ask Miss Noon's super smart class.
That's great. Let's look at the facts again. The entrance to the lodge is underwater, to protect the beavers from predators. The Beavers also cover their lodges with fresh mud, which freezes when the frost sets in. The mud becomes almost as hard as stone, and neither wolves nor bears can penetrate it. Did you know that beavers keep their food for the winter in an underwater freezer?
A freezer? I didn't. Let me ask Miss Noon's super amazing class.
That's great. Let's look at the facts again. Yes. The beavers stick trees in the bottom of the pond. The trees stay fresh in the cold water. It is their underwater refrigerator. Hey, what the beavers do is really super cool.
They really are heroes. Both planet Earth and many species are grateful for the beavers' hard work.
It is awesome. Wow, I learned a lot today, but this is all the time I have with you. Hope to see you soon.
I learned a lot today too. Hope to see you soon.